Hi there, and welcome back to Real Kosher Family Living. I've something very exciting for tomorrow. You're really going to want to tune in because I'm making buttermilk. I know you're on the edge of your seat, but making buttermilk is awesome. It's really cost effective, and you should definitely check it out. So that will be for tomorrow. For today, I'm going to talk a little bit more. I did this review of a Sun Food order that I made a couple of weeks ago, and it had raw chocolate in it, and then it had this product I also bought. How Now Brown Cacao Body Dessert. Skin Softening Body Dessert from www.simplydivinebotanicals.com. So you can go to the Sun Foods website to order this, or if you want to see the whole line from this company, it's www.simplydivinebotanicals.com, and I'll put the link down in the box. And with the intention of using this on my 3-year-old son, which I did for the last, I think it's been almost 3 weeks now that we've been using this. And you can see here, it's mostly gone. So that's about 3 weeks worth of use, and maybe we'll get 1 more week out of it. You can kind of see the texture here. It's very creamy. Not like a body butter that you get at maybe Body Shop or something, where there's a lot more substance to it. This really spreads beautifully, and it's just so nice, and it smells exactly like chocolate. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit more because in the 3 weeks that we've been using it, my son has had no flare-ups of eczema, and I'm so happy with it. I'm delighted with it. So he's got these little bumps, and they must itch because he tends to itch them. And then, so when the last time we went into the dermatologist, when he was prescribed the steroid, his whole torso was covered with these very angry red scratchy bits, and so the instructions from the dermatologist were that that we should treat him with the steroid ointment and moisturize, and then after the eczema had vanished, anytime we saw the red marks, we were to treat that, because that whatever the rash is itself is really hard to see. It's just kind of bumps on his skin. It's not, there's no yeah, he just itches he just scratches, it seems. And I had another pediatrician look at it, and she said, oh yeah, I see this bumpy thing here, and so this must itch. But the only place he scratches it, he's got a little bit on his legs and maybe a little bit on his arms. The only place he scratches it is on his torso. So his whole torso was covered with this really angry looking scratches, and I know that they worry about infection, bacterial secondary infection, when the kids are doing that. So so we did what she said. I wasn't happy at the time with the idea of, oh, your kid's going to need this steroid ointment for maybe the rest of his life. I'm still not happy with that. Especially since I read some articles in, very mainstream articles saying that those kinds of treatments can really significantly increase risk of skin cancer later in life. And it seems like probably that's a bad trade-off. So I determined that I really wanted to find some other way to treat the problem that was not the steroid ointment, and that we would use the steroidals as a backup when things, looked grim. And I thought, because I don't want him getting a secondary bacterial infection. So we used the steroids until it cleared up, and then we started using this. And there were 3 scratches in the entire 3 weeks. 3 very small scratches, and everything has healed since. So he had scratched one time, and it was on a day that I had him kind of layered up. Like I said before, I think it's activated by overheating, because I had him in several layers that day, and when he took off his clothes, he had, you know, just 3 little scratches, and I was very careful about his layers after that, and nothing, no further flare-ups. So I think that this is an amazing product. I don't have a lot of experience with eczema. I don't have a lot of experience with these products. This is the first thing I've tried. That wasn't, you know, the petroleum jelly thing. But I would say that no flare-up, or, you know, one teeny tiny, you know, 3 little scratches that disappeared right away, is a pretty good track record. And I said what's in this in my last video, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you again. It's got unconditional love and gratitude, which is very nice. Organic virgin coconut cream, organic raw cacao butter, organic whole leaf aloe vera, organic sunflower oil, organic avocado oil, contented beeswax, as opposed to those angry bees. These are contented bees. Cacao absolute, which I presume is the scent, MSM, and borax. And it's really, I'm just really happy with it. Now, what I'm not happy with is that this 8-ounce jar, which might last me a month, costs $30, $29.95, and then there's shipping on top of that because I can't get it locally. So that's unfortunate, and it's the first thing I've tried. So maybe any moisturizer would have done this miraculous thing where he just doesn't have a flare-up. So I'm going to try something a little less expensive for the next 4 weeks, and I'll let you know how that goes. Because $30 a month, that's $360 a year. So call it $400 a year with shipping for eczema treatment. I know maybe it's dicey. I mean, is this really what we're going to do for the rest of his life? Maybe it is. Maybe this is what we do for the rest of his life. I have to think about it very carefully. He loves it. It smells delicious. I mentioned that in the last video, that the kids can't get enough of the scent. If this was something I was buying for myself, of course I would spend $30 on it, because it's just so nice and it smells delicious, and I would use it occasionally, and the jar would last me forever. But it's hard to justify the twice-a-day thing. So I'm going to let you know, I'm going to try a different, less expensive formulation from the same company, because I really like this one so much, and then I might try also hunting around and see what I can find locally where I don't have to pay for shipping. So, but if you've got the money and this is what, you know, and you want to try something, you're suffering from eczema, and you want something that smells delicious and something that has all kinds of really good, you know, antifungal, antibacterial stuff in here that just is wonderful, you know, I highly recommend this. So I'll keep you posted on that, and I'll talk to you tomorrow about buttermilk. Talk to you soon. Bye.